It's weird sometimes.
Okay.
What's up, people?
Hello.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. What's going on?
Nothing but life.
That is always going on, actually.
Where's Juanita? She is our note taker.
She is not. It's not that she won't be in attendance. I think if she does jump in, I think she'll be kind of split focus.
Okay. She's doing her podcast or something, right?
Yeah. So I think what
would anyone else? Let's say, would anyone else care to kind of try to take notes, and at least until she gets here?
I would, but I'm at a band concert, so I don't have any pen and paper right now.
Oh.
Okay. I'm gonna try to do my best to be as detailed and as well formatted as she is with her notes. I will be taking notes though.
Okay. I got like 4 things that I wanted to mention, and you guys can fill that in and wherever you want.
She's on the radio, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. So I guess you want to. Well, I guess you can because we never got the notes for last week to do the meeting minutes or whatever. But
actually, she might have sent those to me. Let me double check.
I know I didn't get them. Let's see. What's the vote for? Never mind.
So I have the notes from Monday's meeting. I will post those right now.
I don't know if anybody did, but on Career Karma, in case somebody's not logged in Discord, let them know the meetings can start if they can.
Who is it?
Anybody. In case somebody's on Career Karma but they don't have Discord on, just if somebody wants to throw it out there, hey, if you're coming to the meeting, it's starting.
And that's my bad. I didn't send out the email or text message like I normally do.
If not, we'll just roll with it and take notes and do what we do. In case you guys haven't noticed, there's a channel Barcode meeting notes is where I think Juanita started putting the notes for each.
Yep, I was just going to say she did post them in there.
I didn't even realize there was a room.
Yep. So we can review that real quick.
So
just
let
to
me
kind of
apologize
recap.
for saying she didn't do it, since she clearly did. Even though she's not
here. Okay. Side note, I wanted to ask, this is, Marcus, you got the recording on for this, right?
Yeah, I've started recording already.
Okay, I was just making sure, since she and a few other people are already saying that they're not going to be here. Definitely want to make sure we can send it to them, or direct them to it so they can get caught up on everything we covering, especially with a few announcements tonight. So, cool. All right. Notes. So Monday, what we discussed. Let's see. Where did they start? Jeez. All right. Let's see. Power Monday's Barcode meeting. There we go. Everyone in attendance. We welcome the new members. Do we have all the new members in here tonight too? Yeah, I think we do actually. That's good. Mary, Will, Chris, Scotty, and Brandy. See Mary. See Chris. I don't see Will. So actually, I'm gonna get on the app real quick, see if anybody's on there.
While you're doing that, hey Marcus.
Yeah.
Hey, remember we talked about doing the meetings at 8:00? Were you on board with that if we did that, or was that a no for you?
I said I'm good with it. I just sent the message in the room because I just saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you probably didn't see it, but I just did it
wanted
like
to make sure that we got your input, and I think most everybody's okay with it. I think there might still be a couple people that didn't. I think Reese maybe didn't answer, but I think everybody else. Cap, did you see that message?
Oh no. Uh, I'm fine with it though. 8's fine.
For example, Asia has class at 9, so 8 o'clock would give her time to be able to at least join the beginning of it. Anybody else have an issue with it being 8 o'clock Eastern instead of 9? Is that a conflict for anybody? So
It's not currently a conflict for me, but it will be.
Is the 9?
So when I start classes in July, so it's like I got a couple months, but starting in July, I'll be in class from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, so even if it was 8 or 9, it wouldn't matter. You're still going to be in class, so you're probably going to have to. Okay, so then 8 really isn't going to affect you either way.
Well, you mean 8 Eastern?
Yeah.
Yes.
8 Eastern, I can make it to a meeting. Yeah, because that'll be 7 Central my time.
Oh,
okay. Well, there you go. So it actually works out better for you. So there we go.
Awesome. That is good.
All right. So there's your first note. If you want it, so far everybody's in agreement for 8 o'clock, unless we hear otherwise. Maybe we'll start that Monday.
Yes, I will schedule the next meeting for Monday at 8.
Yep.
So let me do the attendance first. Okay, so I guess we can get started. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 in attendance. Okay. Jonsey, Harry. Okay, so we have everyone in attendance. So just to clarify, everybody is on board with 8 p.m. starts Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Moving forward, will that be a problem for anybody else? Just to make sure. I'm gonna post it. We can post it in the Discord just to let everybody who is not in the chat currently know. But if we have majority in favor of, if it works out better for majority, then, and so far it seems like it. You know, a lot of people have reasons to, if not, you know, start at 8, you know, end at 9, as opposed to going later into the night. So,
right. And then, I mean, if it gets to the point where there's enough people having an issue with it, we can always revisit again. You know, with summertime and different times of year, you know, people's schedules change, kids and different stuff too. So we can always revisit it. It's not concrete.
Okay. Before we get started with the updates and stuff, I just want to ask how's everybody doing? How's everybody's going with their boot camps and stuff, real quick? I just want to, you know, check in on Thursday check-in.
I'm jovial.
I've seen a lot of. Sorry, Chris. I've seen a lot of buddying up going on. I've seen a lot of people asking for help and a lot of people jumping on it to help them too, and that's awesome. That's what we want to be about if you can.
Yeah, this is great. I'm excited. This is like a cohesive group, and you know, I just love it. I'm here for it, and if you need anything from me, then just let me know.
Yeah, I made my first boo-boo this week with lesson 7 in Lambda pre-course. I completely wrote my code in the wrong place. It was the correct code, but it was in the wrong place, so I kept failing. And I could not figure it out to save my life. And I think Narissa was the one who helped me out with that.
Okay, cool. Cool. That's what's up. I'm glad this is working. I'm excited. I'm glad we got this whole group going. Everybody can get on board. Side note, that just reminded me, Kat, You gotta let me know, bro. We get you caught up on that Flatiron course. I meant to text you about that earlier.
Yes, I'm definitely need some help on that. Actually, I saw that they updated their schedule, so now they have August open for Atlanta. Ooh. So like the in-person one, that's the one with the deferred tuition or the ISA, and that's the one that I'm looking to attend right now. So when I get back to Atlanta, it starts August 26th. So it's a little bit of a ways off, but that's probably gonna be the best option for me, because I did kind of want to attend something in person anyway.
That actually, man, that might be a good thing, because then you'll probably have time to get your strength back, and then you got all that time to prep, man. You're gonna just go in there and smash it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially because there'll be a few of us already starting Flatiron before then, so you'll have people one step right ahead of you to help if you get stuck too. It's kind of nice.
Definitely. Hey, where Cap? Where you at? Where you at in the Flatiron? In your Flatiron prep? How far are you along?
I am still at I think it's less than 6 out of 50. In the JavaScript section.
Okay. Man, me and Chyrelle just made it through the JavaScript, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I wouldn't mind at all starting it over, and we could go, or at least starting from where you are, and we can go from where you are, because that'll just give me a better understanding, So I'm completely with starting from wherever you are, bro. And me and Chyrelle link up almost every night, so you could jump on with us if you want, and we could just go, man.
There we go. That's 4 of us, because I'm in there too. I'm almost halfway through with it, but I would definitely all the way at the beginning. I'd start all the way over. So I'm in there.
Let's do it. Whenever, just shoot me a message or whatever. My schedule is pretty open right now, so I'm available. Just let me know.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right. What else we got going on? What other good news we got? I like this. We getting some progress.
I got some good news. I got some not so good news, and then I got some really good news. I was going to give you all the poop sandwich. I was going to give you some good, finish it up with some great, and then throw the poop in the middle.
Sounds like you having a poop sandwich.
But I'll just real quick. Okay, so obviously if you saw in the chat, we got a bot now, Easy Poll. So in the event, we've got something where we're trying to get everybody kind of a vote on. Still working the bugs out. It's got certain commands. Moderators, this will be the very first thing that the yellow hats will be able to use, that the privileges aren't for anybody else. And if anybody that's not a yellow hat has something they want pulled, by all means ask us. But just to kind of keep a handle on it, so we don't have 85 polls going on the chat all the time or whatever. No big deal. But that's there. And one more channel I was thinking about making. We were talking about it in admin chat earlier. Maybe like a help wanted, or find a study buddy or something, where you could post and be like, hey, I'm getting ready to start whatever. Is anybody else doing it? Anybody else want to work on that with me? Just somewhere else that you can post it where people can go in there, and we can call it whatever you guys want. We can call it the code bar. We can call it study buddies. We can call it help wanted, whatever y'all want to call it. But just a separate place where you can pin, almost like you're pinning up a little help wanted ad. We're looking for a roommate ad or whatever kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's a good idea.
The bad news, it's not really bad news. The kind of meh news is talked to a couple people, and the squad project homepage we are going to put on the back burner for a little bit, at least a few weeks. I think everybody's kind of working on their prep stuff and their beginner stuff and all that. And I think if we wait a little bit longer to start that, I think it's going to give people more practice to be, coding on their browsers and learning some of that. And to be completely honest, it's for selfish reasons too. My cohort's supposed to start on the 13th, and I am way behind on my stuff. So
Well,
I need to.
it's not selfish, bro. Cause cause the thing was, me and him was talking, and that's what I told him. I was like, you start in like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, all of us need to really get to a point of doing our work first. So don't put it on yourself, because I did suggest it, and that I more so suggested it because of that reason. You know what I mean? Because he didn't really want to not do it. He still wanted to do it, but I just feel like
I didn't want. I didn't want to. I'd rather let people down a little bit now than a lot later when I can't. Like, we can't do it.
Manage all of it.
Yeah, it just
so
makes
it's
more
still
sense.
gonna happen. Just
yeah. And this is a part of the reason why I suggested it also, just to let y'all know from insight on our conversation. Not just that, but just us having the ability to really get to know one another. You going through, all of us go through some actual training, class, work. It'll make it easier for us to actually do the web page as well, versus trying to teach one another how to do it while we're doing it when we're about to go to class. You know, this time I think should be for people to really get their studying done, finish everything they need to for their classes. Because even after he starts in 2 weeks, if you're in Lambda, you start the following week. You know what I'm saying? Which includes myself. So it'll just make it better for all of us, in all honesty. So we don't have to do it right now. This is something we're doing for ourselves. We don't need to put.
I mean, is everybody cool with that? I mean, I didn't expect anybody would have a problem with it.
I'm good.
Definitely.
Yeah, all right. And
We just
okay, good deal. And I saved the best part for last. You guys ready for the best for dessert?
Let's go.
Our buddy German Cruz is coming back. He's going to do another one. Saturday the 11th. So not this Saturday, but the following one. We're going to do another Zoom workshop sponsored by Barcode, and he's going to do a web developer's roadmap, basically kind of a path, a guide to show you what stuff, as you're learning and progress, what kind of stuff you need to learn in that direction to get to a certain part, if that makes sense. A lot of people, when they're starting out, they don't know which language to learn first. They don't know why to learn it first or not. He's going to basically do like a little roadmap to show you the different areas that there are: front end, back end, stuff in the middle, whatever, databases, APIs, all that stuff. And he's going to map it out. So if you guys think that sounds good, we're going to roll with it the 11th, Saturday the 11th at 6 p.m. Eastern, just like we did the last one.
Yeah.
I thought that was good news.
Yeah,
that's
Guys,
great.
calm down, everybody.
I'm sorry, I'm typing. I meant to say, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I make this one. I know I missed the last one, but I'm gonna make sure I make this
I missed that last one.
We got some speed bumps. The first one, he was only on one monitor. He's going to have a second monitor now. He's got the first one under his belt. I think he's going to be more ready. He was nervous. I think he kind of went a little fast. I had people messaging me and saying he's going too fast. I can't keep up with what he's doing. So I think it'll help. And if you missed the first one, it is posted on my YouTube channel. You can go back and watch the whole thing in its entirety if you want to.
Okay, I will go check that out.
Yeah, if you do want to see it, I mean, I could put the link on here if you want. But yeah, shameless plug. I'm putting these things on my YouTube channel, so not only the squad can find them, but also even other CK folks can find them. I have the some of you guys were at the Zoom meeting for the JavaScript health with Nathan the other night, the Lambda guy that was on there. And some of you were there last night with Anthony, the guy that got the job at Google.
Right.
Okay, I have both of those recorded. Those are both going to go up on the YouTube channel also. So if you missed those, you'll be able to watch it.
Because I missed Anthony.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He seemed like a pretty cool dude. And he said when he was a kid, he grew up like in a rough neighborhood, and him and his two brothers got put in foster homes. And he had all kind of other stuff happen, and he got placed in a good foster home to where the family was very encouraging, and he went on to college, and was always interested in computer stuff. But you can hear his story. But yeah, he had a rough start, and he made something. You know, he climbed out and made something of it. So really good story. But I will post that in the Discord. I'll put the links in the Discord once I have them loaded up on YouTube. And then if you guys want to watch them, I was hoping to get it done tonight, but I'm still installing stuff on my new computer, and I didn't have the editing software on there yet. So I'm hoping tomorrow night when I get home from work, I'll get them up. But that was the stuff I had to talk about. So I'm now going to turn it over to whoever's got something else.
Let's see. Okay, so what was the date? I need to kind of organize these notes, but let's see. So, Monday's meeting, we had Timur join us and got some good feedback from him. I'm just going over the notes that we have from Juanita for Monday. Last week earlier in the week, we had Timur join us, got some good feedback from him, got some, inspired him with some new ideas for the CK members. We have been discussing how everybody's getting accepted into their boot camps and currently working on the pre-course work, a lot of it being Lambda and Flatiron. We've been talking about forming the groups. We welcomed the new members, Mary, Will, Chris, Scotty, and Brandy. Those members, by now, if they haven't, or if anyone else that's in here hasn't, set up their Trello board. We were doing intros and mentioned that one-on-ones were taking place. That's something that I think doesn't need to stop at just intros. That, by the way, just a side note, I think that that's been helping out a lot just in general. I know Marcus being really big on him. I know he's learned a lot about everybody individually, and he's been really pushing it. So shout out to Marcus for that. It really gets, everybody kind of more engaged on what everybody else is doing and gives you an idea of who's available for what skill sets. We share all that information. But the Trello boards, like I was saying, if you didn't get your Trello board set up, please reach out to someone else, post it in the Discord. Let us know you need help. I was supposed to look back on a few members that I did not get to. I will actually do that tonight since I have the names here. And what else do we have? We presented the idea of building the website or doing the host meeting for the website, which we are now changing. We will switch the focus. So to kind of go along with that, I'm sorry, I was kind of typing while you were talking. Did Craig and Marcus, did y'all touch on what the alternative would be for I guess you could say a squad focus in the interim? Like how we could shift the focus from
it's just
the
gonna
website
be
to like GitHub and stuff like
it's
that.
gonna be GitHub. GitHub is gonna be this Saturday, so we'll go over that. Make sure everybody has a good understanding of that before classes start. And pretty much at this point, we'll really I forget who said it earlier, but I think it was you as well as Cap. Y'all are gonna go back over what y'all need to try to learn as much as possible before going to class pertaining to Flatiron, the pre-course work. So I think that would be the best thing to do, in all honesty, is if whatever course you're taking, if you have, because I think we're all pretty much either Flatiron or Lambda. I don't really know or remember who may. I think there's like one person that may actually be looking at Thankful. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but if say that again.
Yeah, there's Mary's doing Thankful trial.
I think Will, new Will might be.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think it was a couple people that may have. I don't remember all who. I just remember those are the only three that I've heard, though, for sure, that I know that people have make statements about. But just teaming up with each other, trying to get it done. But even if you have to go back through it again to try to get it honed in on anything, or if we want to, after everyone or a group of people have finished specifically their respective pre-courses, we can maybe choose one and split up into groups and work on it together from another pre-course, just so we can have some added work. One thing I've talked to a couple people, and I heard that Python was a great base language to learn too, because clearly the concepts are the same. Just writing the language is a little different. But that's one of the easier. It's more related to actually how we already type and how we talk in general. It's more English based, I guess you could say, versus it looking like code from the computer. Maybe we could look into that if we have time to. Just something to think about, not something we gotta think about doing, but just a thought for future reference. One other thing also is I wanted to touch on the team aspect. Uh, I always say your name wrong, bro.
Hey, squad.
Peace. What's going on, Juanita? I don't. Mr.Stark. I don't know if it's Joshane or Joshane. I keep fucking that up.
Kane.
Excuse me.
Kane.
Kane. Okay.
CH is a K.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
So he made a suggestion in regards to the team just for like becoming too big, and not being able to handle everybody. And I know I thought about what he said. I put it in the room, in general a little bit, just to kind of touch on it, kind of how we broke everything down to organize people. I think right now we probably should keep the amount of people we have and allow us to basically kind of actually grow together so we can become a tight-knit group. Because if we got like 50-60 people in here, everybody's not going to get to know everybody in an orderly fashion, and it'll make it more of like a business thing versus actually becoming like a family type of thing. You know what I mean?
Actually, can I ask something about that real quick?
Definitely. Go ahead.
I actually, I know we've been kicking that around. I actually have a friend that just messaged me tonight and asked if they could join. They're not on CK. It's a friend I know from another Discord channel that I've known for probably like 7 months.
Yeah, that's cool.
And she actually has been doing self-taught for a while. So I was kind of thinking she's looking for support, but I actually think she might have a lot to offer because she's been working on JavaScript so long. She might be a good member, but I hate to ask.
No, we haven't made it solid yet, so that's fine. Because I was gonna say there's one other person I know that Ruben actually requested to come over previously, so he gave me the name for me to reach out to him. So I mean, there's one other person I have to reach out to, which I was gonna mention anyway. So I can't say no, and then I'm still gonna talk to somebody. Like it's me just mentioning it. It's up to everybody in the group though if they want to stop now, if they want to continue to add people. But I'm just telling the reason why I think we should limit it to somewhere around where we are now. Because I don't know if Jacqueline thought I was just basically telling him no the other day.
Maybe we should.
I understood. I completely understood.
Maybe we should limit it to where we just don't have a free flow of just anybody that wants to come in. But if you have somebody, not a referral, but you know what I'm saying. If you know somebody that's trying to get in specifically because you know them or something, maybe we can allow that, because I think there's going to be a few people. There's already a few people that are in the group that just don't ever seem to really show up.
Very true.
So that's where I was going to go next. So what I was thinking was we kind of do almost like so we have our timeline of we'll pull in the next, let's say we got 2, actually I think it's 3, because I believe Nita had someone that she said was interested in joining too, I believe. So let's say we take on this last 3 and we cap it there. Past that, I think the next best thing we could offer anyone looking to join is kind of try to, as some of the founders of the group system, we could try to point them in the right direction of another good group where we could now be networking with the other groups.
Definitely.
Like, for example, I know I was talking to Gorgeous on the CK app. She was saying how she only had 4 people show up to her meeting, and that was something that was bothering her. If we could direct, members that want to join us to her group and, help her out, I think that's a good alternative.
Feed her numbers a little bit with people that are actually excited and anxious to start, not like some of the ones she had.
Right. So just so they know there are other groups out there, so we don't just, Barcode Avengers, that's the group. No, there's plenty of groups. Even for the people that want a group, don't want to start one, there are other groups. We could say we're at max capacity, which like Marcus was saying, we could set a stage where we have a decent sized group. but to build as a family, the thing I mentioned to him was, me personally, I, I definitely want to get to know everybody in this group. But every meeting, we're not going to necessarily have everybody in attendance. Some people have missed multiple, and this isn't a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad, but I do apologize if the details start to fall off for me. And to maintain, database of 20 plus people, personalities, descriptions.
Yeah,
for me, that's a challenge.
because it's embarrassing when you're like the other night. Who was I talking to? I was talking to Tasha, I think. And after I talked to Reese and Andrea, and I was like, "Oh wait, you were in the military, right?" or something. It's like it was the wrong person. I was like, "Oh man, I look like an ass now."
Yeah, so to level that out a little bit, I think that would be good.
Hey man, if I quit making the "Hey girl" jokes, you gonna call me sometime? quit ghosting me.
No promises. No promises.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna just real quick, something I forgot. I'm gonna put a link in the chat if anybody wants to check this out. You don't have to do it right now. This is called Ziteboard. It's basically a whiteboard, but it's online. And if you sign in, then you can invite other people, kind of like we're doing with Trello, but it's like a whiteboard. So if we're ever doing something where we want to all look at the same thing to where we're drawing on it, like everybody can be drawing on it. If we're ever, framing out something or whatever, it's a very good free tool to use. So if you want to at least bookmark that and have it for later. I think we kind of talked about it a couple meetings ago or something, but never showed it.
And Asia also posted a command line cheat sheet in the resources room as well. So
yeah, she was working on GitHub today, and she was having some problems. And by the time I got home from work, she'd already got all through it. So apparently, there's some good stuff on there because she was able to work it out on her own, right? So that's good.
Yeah, we got on the line with she's not a part of our group, but with Alyssa.
Yeah.
She helped work it out for her.
Oh, now that you threw that in there real quick while it's on my mind, question to everybody in the group, and I would like to get a response from just about everybody. Has anybody been getting, other people to reach out to them from CK asking, about the group and stuff? Are other people getting, messages and stuff?
I have. I get people inboxing me all the time and asking them like, what is squads? What squad are you in? How can I be there? So that's why I asked the question in the group today. But when I talked to Marcus, he told me exactly what you guys said. So I'm just gonna divert them like to CBN or Cash's group or some another group.
Okay. Anybody else? What else we got?
I was gonna say. I think
everybody's been contacting me about who is Barcode Avengers.
So, okay. Now I say that to say this, because I just got a message from somebody on the app too, and they were asking about it. So I think we could definitely, like Craig actually did already with German, we could take advantage of the fact that we can have guests. If people are looking to start squads and they want to come in and see how we're structured, by all means, if for the people that want to join, and got the space, we can tell them, like we can have an open house. Right, like just let them see what Barcode is all about. I don't think that's a bad idea either.
Yeah, like hey, Sunday at 5:00 for half an hour or an hour, we'll let people in as guests and they can kind of talk to them in here and show them the voice chat and show them the calls, and if nothing else, they could take back to their squad and make their own Discord, whatever.
Right, because I'm sure I was thinking about it. I'm sure everybody's been getting messages. And I'm sure people have gotten a lot of questions.
My phone, I got to leave it right here because I'm in the meeting.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm sure everybody's had questions about,
but as far as
but in general. So
as far as the population of this server, I think we can revisit it again later. I think the more advanced a lot of people get, then we could handle maybe trimming up some of the ones that never show up and maybe replacing them with other people at that time that are people or people that in real life or people you're studying with outside of this group or something. Maybe we might have room for others then.
Right, and just to add on, like I said, it's not saying that we won't add anybody else. I'm just saying that it should be something where where we truly get a foundation for everybody in the group that's here now. Because just like I look at it like kind of like what the add on what I was telling Mr.Stark the other day is like when you look at CK, that in general in itself has like 8,000, 9,000 people in it going on as of like today. So they're handling, they're growing it, and if we all plan on or whoever plans on like having their own businesses, you'll have to deal with a lot of people anyway. So it's not even just saying we won't add anybody else, but we can set a good structure for ourselves and make sure we all get to a good place to where once we understand what the hell we're doing in regards to this code and stuff, we have the capability to be able to help people as much as possible at the level that we're at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of having like 60 people in here and nobody knows everything.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm in another server that has 8,500 people. Trust me, a lot of people fall through the cracks. So, or they come in and like, hey, how's everybody doing? And like, people are having a conversation and they don't even nobody.
What are you talking about?
Juanita, mute your phone, Juanita.
Oh, okay.
Juanita, mute your phone. Please.
Sorry.
Please.
All good.
Hey, one other thing too, I kind of mentioned this I think last night in general chat. Is anybody using or familiar with Colt Steele's Udemy course aside from Chris? So you got it from Udemy already, Rannika? Okay. If anybody wants to check it out, it's $11.99, or it was yesterday. And if it goes back up, it always goes back down to $11.99. So either keep an eye out for it. If the $12 is an issue for whatever reason, you don't even have to explain what's going on. The kid got braces, whatever. Anybody looks at it and wants it, I highly, highly recommend using it. It's nothing else but a subsidiary source of learning, even if you just pick and choose the parts you learn. If it is an issue, I do not mind. Send me a private message and I will take care of it. You'll get it. And you can buy it for somebody else later. You can gift courses on it. I don't mind doing it because I know for what it is, I'm telling you, it's worth 10 times that easy. So I recommend everybody here has it, honestly. It's Colt Steele. I'll post the link for it again. If you get it, I'm telling you, it's steal for $12. The amount of information that's in that course.
Yeah, I got
and
like
even if you've got other stuff, even if you've got other stuff to study, you've got pre-course work and all that, even to have it in your back pocket to go at times and watch certain parts of it. Chris, what was it? 400,000 people have downloaded that course, and it's got a 4.5 star out of 5 rating on Udemy. So
yeah, like for 400 plus. For
What's
sure.
the course called again?
It's Colt Steele. I'll link it in the chat, but it's Colt Steele. It's like web developer boot camp or something like that.
Yo, we got somebody actually, even before buying anything, we got somebody in the group. I don't think he on the call, but he actually works at Linda, and he said anything we need on that end, he got it. So you don't have to spend any money on anything. I believe it was Will I talked to a couple of days ago.
Will he doesn't work at Linda, but his company provides him with a free Linda account, is what it is. I talked to him on the phone yesterday.
Well, he said his company he gets Linda, but he can get anything that we need. And I got like 8 of those programs. I mean, in all honesty, you really don't have to spend money. If you need to, I can list the names in here. You just log in. Just don't change my password on shit. That's all. You know what I mean? But you can go and use it because they're basically I have like the complete program for all of them. I spent like $300 on programs, yo. So like and they're all virtually same thing.
And that's fine too. All I'm saying is if you can get to this course, I don't care, borrow it, steal it, whatever. That's a great course to have in your pocket. I'm just saying. And if you have any problem getting it, or you can't figure out a way to get it or share it or use somebody else's, let me know. I don't care. It's $12. I don't care. pay it forward later. You meet somebody later when you're doing good and they're starting, and gift them the same thing. I'm telling you, it's very good. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But you guys are welcome to check it out and see what you think. And like I said, if anybody's struggling, don't be embarrassed. Just let us know and we'll take care of it. So,
does anybody have anything to share?
We have.
I'll come in the text, guys.
No, you're fine, Brandy. Brandy, message me your email address and you'll get it. You'll get it tonight if you want it. And Marcus, I hear what you're saying, man. I appreciate that too. I mean, unless Brandy, you want to talk to Marcus and see how he can line you up with it. If not, we'll get it to you.
I don't have that specific one. That's actually one of the ones I didn't buy because I have looked at it, but I have a few different ones.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Brandy, just message me your email address and right click my name and message, or act when I'm an idiot. Just put it in the text. Everybody knows it anyway, right? It's in the Trello. I'm stupid. Yep. I'm so used to that.
Yeah, I think I put it on Trello.
I'm used to other Discords where people are like, they would never put their phone number or email out where everybody can see it, right? So it's a little bit different here.
It's the family Discord in here, baby. We got all that.
And all I ask, like I said, is a year from now, whatever, you're talking to somebody and they're just starting out and be like, ooh, check out this course, and bam, and there you go. Keep it moving. Hope I didn't just completely make an ass of myself with that. So
no, I keep on saying you gotta pass good to get good, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Hey, I've had some lucky breaks, especially here recently. I keep tripping over luck somehow, so I don't know what's going on, but I hope it keeps going. So I just want to pass it on, share it.
Yeah, but them programs are really good, especially if you're a visual learner. They're definitely good because they usually come with workable projects too.
I got an even better too. Anybody here have a library card?
I do.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure if you have a library card, you can get on Lynda for free.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is true.
What is Lynda?
Lynda's it's like a Udemy. It's a website that has courses on it.
Oh, okay.
For
check
anything,
that out. I could be wrong, but I was told that by somebody.
Yeah, even if you're trying to do stuff
I'll look it up with my library and see.
If you have anything even outside of coding that you just want to learn, they got classes on there for days, y'all. And it's if anybody wants to just go look, it's lynda.com. Lynda.com.
Yeah, somebody I know was telling me that. Now, here's the other thing. If you ever thought about subscribing to it, I don't know what it costs a month, but if you can go get a library card, what's a library card cost? A couple bucks a month now? Anybody know?
They're not bad.
Most places I know, you just go get a library card. It's free. Most places I know.
Yeah. I mean, whatever a library card is, if it's free, go get it. Boom. Now you got Lynda. Hey, we're all about scraping the free stuff up, man, as long as it's good content, right? I mean, who cares?
Yeah, that's true.
I like free.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, just straight up. But that Cold Steel one, I don't think you're going to find that on Lynda. But like I said, if you got it, don't waste it. Go check it out, use it. If you got it a month ago and never went in and checked it out, go check it out. You can skip sections, some of them, if it doesn't pertain to what you're learning right now. Just stay with the sections on what you're learning right now, just as a supplement. You know what I'm saying? Just another angle, because he explains stuff really good. That's why a lot of people like him. He breaks shit down good.
Craig, I'm gonna throw that in pin that in helpful links.
Sure, yep. or resources or both,
Yeah,
or whatever.
actually.
I don't care. Yeah, whatever you think. That's what those channels are for, so that stuff don't get lost and just float up the screen and disappear forever in general chat. You know, we got another place that can a little bit easier to reference. And then we talked about Team Treehouse. If anybody uses Team Treehouse, it has a 7-day free trial. And if you keep it after that, it's $25 a month, but it's unlimited. You can use as much as you want. Also a very good resource, Team Treehouse.
Okay. All right.
And I tell you,
big announcements.
I was gonna say, what would be nice is eventually, once we all get kind of like more comfortable with JavaScript, is we can start doing some of these tournaments, these code war tournaments, where like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 7 of us can go on and start a tournament, and we can do little coding challenges together, like almost like a race or whatever. There's stuff like that we can do later too, like little almost like code drills. You know what I mean? It's all kind of stuff.
Right.
Okay. So no, just again for checking for everybody that's just joining in. I see Daniel's here and Scotty's here. Anything new? Any updates for y'all? We could do a quick recap. But I got the notes for y'all too. For everything Daniel here.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I did not put you on the attendance list. Yeah. So anything else? What else we got, people? What's going on? Let's check in. How's everybody else doing on their classes? We heard a few people talk about how they're starting their cohorts. A few people talk about Lambda. A few, what's up?
I'm about halfway through my pre-course now through the JavaScript.
Okay. You know what I'm noticing too? You're working on the Lambda course?
Uh-huh.
I feel like a lot of it is very similar material, even though the schools are different.
Yeah, I noticed the other day there was some questions. I was like, this shit kind of looks like what I was looking at on somebody else's.
Yeah.
Now, some of it is written a little differently in regards to context, but
Right.
the questions are ultimately pretty much the same.
Well, see, I started out doing the Flatiron course more in the beginning.
Okay.
And now that I've gotten to the point where I am now, I mainly do just the Lambda school.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that could work out in our favor too, because then that means even if we can't get a one-on-one with somebody working on the same course, then we should be able to help each other out in general, like we have been. So we already know it's been successful. We kind of been figuring it out anyway. But definitely helps to know that a lot of the coursework or the prep coursework is similar. So that's good.
So I like the way when I think Marcus, you told me that that with Lambda's pre-course, if you buy the one, then you get the other 2 free. Is that you who told me that?
Yeah, if you go through if you're in Lambda and once you actually complete the first course, you have access to all of the material that they teach.
Oh, so you don't gotta buy it. You just gotta finish the one.
Yeah, once you finish one, you have access to everything else that they teach, all the other classes.
Okay, I mean, she said as long as you finish one. So, like, if you finish, are you talking about the full thing?
Yeah, I'm
like
talking about the
stack?
full course. Once you've gone through the full course and quote unquote graduated, at that point you have access. So if you're like doing UX, UI design, and you want to go and take the full stack course, you have that capability at that point. But you can't do them at the same time. You actually have to finish one.
Okay, cool. Got some good notes. All right. Anything else? Anything else new? What's going on in everybody's day-to-day life? How's everybody doing? We got a few more minutes, so why not, right?
Just as a heads up, next Tuesday to Tuesday, I probably will be out of pocket.
So a week off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll still be connected, but I'm on vacation with the family, so I'll see everything. Just probably won't be saying much.
Okay.
Have a good time, man.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Please do enjoy that.
Just don't get on any cruise ships with a bunch of Scientologists. Might get measles.
Nah, I'll be just sitting on the beach.
There you go. It's nice sometimes, man. Just wiggle them toes in the sand.
Right.
Let the kids run around. You got them little bitty kids, man. So you're gonna be finding sand everywhere for days, for weeks. Opens up his laptop. God dang it! Little seashell falls out of his laptop.
It's gonna be interesting for sure, because normally we have family with us when we travel, but this is our first trip, just us.
Nice.
Okay.
And we're outnumbered.
That should be fun. That should be fun. That should be fun.
Hey, I have a question.
What's up?
So I heard that like CK sends you out a laptop when you finish the 21-day challenge.
Huh?
That's what
No.
I heard through the grapevine.
No.
No, I think they're working to try to get to a place to where they can assist people with laptops. I know there's been one-offs where they have provided some people with laptops, but
if you let them know that if you let them know you don't have what you need, or like if say you had a laptop and then like you broke it and there's like no way you could afford to fix it or get another one,
now
you can reach out and let them know.
Yeah, now I will say with Lambda, Lambda,
they will work with someone that
they see working.
That they really trying to get it done.
And also, with Lambda, like if you go 2 weeks, my bad, I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, brother.
Oh no, I was just saying. From when I heard Timor talking about it, it's not formalized, but they want it to be formalized.
Yeah.
But they basically said, if you need one, let us know, and we'll try to work on it for you.
Yeah.
I think they might have got some loaners, and also I think I don't know about the other ones, but I know Lambda.
Yeah.
When you do your enrollment stuff, it asks you because they might be able to send you a loaner that you get back when you're done.
Yeah. So if you're in Lambda, if you go 2 weeks and you're having issues getting on a computer, get with your current computer, and but you can't just request it. It's after 2 weeks of being in class, and they see that you're coming to class, so on and so forth. So they'll provide you with the loaner as well. Go Team Lambda.
I just thought that was something cool, so I had a question about it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You just inspired me with that, though. Actually, I'm glad you said it because something I could bring up to Timor and the team. If they want to collect, laptops that they want to refurbish, I actually have a few old laptops that I could send in, or not. I ain't even gonna say old, just laptops I don't use that. That could be another thing we could consider. I don't need them, so
send you some merch in exchange for some laptops.
Yeah, I'll take it.
He sends him 2 laptops. He's got like a whole wardrobe. It's nothing but career karma. He got like 14 hoodies.
Listen, man, I ain't never gonna turn down a hoodie ever.
Career karma sunglasses and wristbands.
Right.
That'd be hilarious.
I'm with you on that hoodie thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a hoodie guy too.
People be like, "Hey, look." People be like, "There's that guy again. What's his name? I don't know. It's a career karma guy." Who's a career karma? I tell you, that'd be one way to get some publicity out there, man. People wanting to know what is this about. Let me tell you what it's about.
Yeah. Oh, so quick update on me. Just throwing it out there. So I did speak with. I started an interview with Flatiron I have an interview scheduled with Flatiron. Excuse me, for the in-person Atlanta campus tomorrow. So wish me luck.
Nice.
Right.
Thank you. Besides
luck.
that,
Good luck.
Good luck, man. That
Yeah.
Atlanta scene's heating up. You know, that's where
that's what I was about to say.
Barcode Squad meetup's gonna end up in Atlanta. I'm telling you.
It's looking like it.
All you
I
gotta
have
do
an
is
interview tomorrow
visualize.
too for Flatiron, but I don't know which campus I'm going to yet.
Oh, but you considering in campus too, or on campus too?
It depends. If it was the 15-week program, yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, definitely. Same to you. You know. Hope it goes well. Good luck. And I'm trying to figure that out myself. I'm trying to get out to Atlanta. And the other campus, the other school that I'm applying to, Thankful, they're also in Atlanta, but they're all online. So I gotta kind of reach back out to them once I figure out how to establish myself in Atlanta, which is my goal. I got like a 6-week goal. I'm hoping to be out there within 6 weeks, like 6 weeks from now, pretty much. I'm hoping to be in Atlanta. So wish me luck on that too, y'all. I'm gonna need it.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, I have to go, guys. Talk to you later.
All right, take care.
I was just about to say it's already we hit our 10 o'clock mark. So if anything else, we could throw it in there. If not, I mean.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Talk to
Thank
y'all
you
later.
all. Good night.
I'll hear from
All right,
y'all
take
on
care.
Monday. See y'all Monday. Chat.
Monday.